This conversation is taking place at the Lewes Library.
Joining me today in the Lewes Public Library, a center of tremendous cultural activity here in Lewes, is Ed Goyda. Ed, it's so great to be here in such a beautiful facility. Tell us a little bit about the mission and purpose of the library as it relates to arts and cultural programming.
Well, the mission of the library is to serve the informational and recreational needs of everyone in our community. So certainly we do strive to have something for everyone. Obviously, with some of the writers' communities, we have the Rehoboth Beach Writers Guild uses this as a meeting location. Mary Beth Fisher runs that. We have a writers' library that's been developed recently by Gary Hanna that provides resources. You know, they always say, if you want to write, you got to read. And that gives people access to those journals that they can reach out to. We also do a creative writers workshop every summer that's been very successful. We had almost 200 people here this year.
And you have a summer arts program performing series, I believe.
Right,
correct?
We have concerts in the park every summer out in the evenings, out beyond the reference wing. So, you know, bring people in, listen to music, bring people in both to read and to write.
I understand there's an annual photo contest here at the library, which speaks to, again, another component of arts programming here at the library. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
It was a program that the Friends of the Library, who are a fundraising group, they're an auxiliary group to the library, started 2 years ago. And just a great way, you know, one, to bring people in, two, you know, we have 500 people coming through the doors every day, so this is a way both for photographers to get their work seen and for those people to see, you know, a lot of artistic photographs. We had about 125 entries from 70 photographers last year, and, you know, we're hoping to do it again next year.
And where do you exhibit those photographs?
Anywhere we can put them. The walls all over the library. You know, we do have a lot of windows, so that takes a wall space, but we also have the end of every single shelf in the library, so we fit them in.
Now, while I'm here, I've seen a tremendous amount of activity in the library, and it's a beautiful structure. Could you speak a little bit about the facility itself, the architecture of it, and how the building serves the needs of your mission?
Yeah, the facility itself, it was originally built in 1988 and then expanded in 2001. We're looking at doing either another expansion now or doing new construction. There's 45,000 books in the building for our patrons or statewide patrons to check out. There's 8 computers in the adult area and 6 in the children's area for people to access. You know, it's a new form of information, and it's absolutely vital that people have access to it.
Ed, in the last 10, 15 years, with technology and the needs of the general public, the role of libraries has changed tremendously. Could you speak to that in terms of the Lewes Public Library and how it has evolved over time to meet the needs of the community?
Right, I definitely think it's an evolution of the mission, where that core value of libraries has always been to provide as much information as you can for everyone. And, you know, 100 years ago that meant you had books, and that was pretty much all there was. Now you have, obviously, the internet. People may not be able to afford access to, they can come in here and get it. Different technologies, if you look at the rate of evolution of technology, we have computer training classes because there's still 10% of the population out there that hasn't been on the internet.
And where do the arts fit into that whole evolution of the services being provided by the library?
There's just such a wealth of artistic information on the internet where, you know, not just where you can get on, you know, a museum website and look at things, but where you can communicate with other artists who might have similar interests or a similar philosophy that you do.
Well, Ed, thank you so much for joining us today. We're joining you and your site, a beautiful facility. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.